Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about my Porsche Macan GTS. How much are the monthly payments? So I know I haven't talked about this for a long time, but yeah, I just wanted to share it with you guys. So maybe in the future it's something that you wanted to purchase maybe. So yeah, if you're interested in know how much it costs per month for me owning this car, in this video I'll explain all the details. Alright guys, so the first thing is I love this car. It's so beautiful. This is the exact car that I wanted. It was my dream car. Here, let me just move out of the side and show you guys. This was white. I always dreamed about getting this car, all in white and the black accents. That's exactly what I wanted, and I finally got it. So yeah, it's been amazing driving this, the experience, meeting people, getting the comments, just seeing this a reaction of people when they see me driving this, and the kids running up to the car. I love it. So it has been a great experience getting this car in my lifestyle. And yeah, so let me explain to you guys, what are some of the costs of this car in case you want to buy. I also wanted to show you guys the back. This is how it looks like. So it has the Porsche Macan GTS, all black, super nice. Don't mind it's dirty. I haven't driven it for like 2 months now, so I have to take it for a car wash. Yeah, so this is super beautiful. I don't drive this a lot. I actually have another car. It's a Tesla. It's not here now, but so I have two cars. So I hardly drive this, right? And it just sits in my parking lot for like most of the time, and I just love admiring it, right? So I want to break down how much it's costing me every single month to actually own this. So this is a very expensive car. I got this just for fun, right? I don't need this. I have another car. It's electric. It's a Tesla. Right? So I barely drive this. This is just for fun. So if you haven't watched my other video, I actually go through and explain the details of the monthly payments for my Tesla in the other video. So you want to make sure to go watch that. So in this one, this car is very expensive. Brand new, you can get this car over $100,000, right? Like new, you can get 150, anywhere from 100 to 150,000. You can get this for brand new. So I got this used. This is a 2017. This is a Porsche Macan GTS. GTS is for Gran Turismo Sport. Basically, it has a lot of sports options that make this car fun and exciting. So it actually has dual exhaust. It has a sunroof. It has heated seats in the front. And it has an exhaust that gets even louder. You can raise up the car, you can decrease it. There's a lot of sport modes. I'll show you guys all of this. And so that's why these cars are more expensive. So even the tires of these cars, this SUV, like normally for an SUV it's like this. This one's like, it's like double the size. I love it, especially in the snow time. It's super fun driving this. You never feel like you are out of control. Any season, whether there's snow, whether there's water, rain, you're always in control of it. And that's what I love about this car, that you feel so safe and under control, and I just love that. So yeah, so going back to the monthly payments, right? That's what you guys are here for. That's what you want to hear. So let me break it down for you. So this car, like I said, brand new, it cost anywhere from over 100 to 150,000. I got it used, so I paid a bit less. And so the monthly payments for this car, let me break it down step by step. So I didn't pay cash for this. I got it as a finance. So what that means is I pay monthly, and a portion of it goes to me and a portion of it goes to the dealership, right? And there's two ways of financing this. You can finance this directly with the dealership, or you can do it with an outside bank, right? In technical terms, that's called third party. Yeah, so you have two options, right? Either you can get it financed with the bank, or you can get it financed directly with the dealership, right? So when you do it with the dealership, they get a bit more money because they don't have to pay anyone else anything. They take more of the profit. Now personally, me, I chose this because this was the first time I was getting an exotic car, and I didn't want to I didn't want to go and search too much. So for me, it was super convenient. Just go to the Porsche, just finance with them directly, not have to go to all these different banks and all that stuff, right? I could have saved a bit more money, but I wanted to get it quickly, so I made that quick decision. Yeah, so I got it directly from the Porsche dealership, right? They went and they checked my financing, right, to make sure that I was able to afford this, right? So they check your credit, they check your income, they make sure that you are able to actually pay for this, right? Because the last thing they want is you buy the car, but then you can't pay for it, and then they have to reposition it, repossess it, I mean. Yeah, so, you know, they don't want to repossess it, you know, it's a headache. So they try to avoid that situation by making sure all your finances is super clear. So yeah, so I was able to get this car and the Tesla, right? So, you know, shows how good my finance is, right? And how good my credit score is, right? In order for you to afford like two expensive cars. The rate that I got for this, right? At the time that I got this rate, it was actually very, car market was going up like really high, right? And the rates were really high. So usually for a car like this, you can get about like 3%, 4%, you know, on a high end. So like I said, and for used car, especially for exotics, it could go higher too. It could go up to like 5%. Yeah, just because, you know, it's an exotic car and insurance and car accidents and all of that. If it does happen, there's more coverage required. So that's why for these cars, the percentage interest rate is a bit higher. So personally, how much I got for this car was 7%. So that is very high. I don't recommend anyone to buy any car at that rate. It's very high. But to decrease that, what I did is I took a longer term. So instead of choosing, you know, a normal like 24 months or 48 months, what I did is I selected a 72 months period, which comes out to 6 years. So the option that I chose was 72 months. 72 months comes out to about 6 years. So that means I have to pay this car off within a 72 monthly payments. And that's about 6 years, right? So my entire payment is based on the interest rate that I got and the loan term, right? Which is 72 months. So, so let's say this car is about, so like I said, I won't mention the entire price because I do want to sell this car. So yeah, so I mentioned how much it was for new, how much it is for old. So 72 months, that's how much time it's going to take me, or my contract says it's going to take me to pay this off. Now, the advantage of getting a loan for a car is I'm not bound to the monthly payments, right? So if I want to pay more, and if I want to pay earlier, I have that option. So by having a longer term, the advantage is my payments are less, right? And I can contribute more. So here it is, guys, the monthly payment. So how much am I paying for this beauty, right? By the way, if you don't know, the name I gave her is Pocahontas, right? Because she is adventurous, she's fun, and yeah, she always gives me a thrill. So I name all my cars. Her name is Pocahontas. My Tesla, her name is Snow White, and my other cars, no, sorry, Tesla is Cinderella, and my CRV was Snow White, and my Civic was Excalibur. So those are all the names of my cars. I name everyone, and I'll continue this tradition as long as I keep getting new cars. You know, and I'm still single, so I can give these cars, you know, female names. So let's see what happens when I get married, if I can still do that or not. Hopefully I can. I will actually. But yeah, so going back to the monthly payment. The monthly payment for this car, Porsche Macan GTS, it's a 2017, it's around $1,300 every single month. So I pay about $1,300 here, and then I have another car too, which I pay very close to that. So make sure to watch the Tesla video to find out how much I'm paying for every month for that. So $1,300 every single month for this car. So a portion of it goes to me, and a portion of it goes to the dealership, right? So so let's say about $1,000 goes to me, and the $300 goes, you know, to the dealership. When you start off with the loan, more of the payment goes to the dealership than me. So let's say in the beginning, $800 goes to me, and then $600 goes to the dealership, which is absolutely insane. I know, right? That's why I want to actually pay this off, because I don't think it makes sense, to be giving someone, $400 or even $600 extra every month for no reason, right? I am giving them money, but yeah, it's just like, imagine I'm paying money just to have this car like sitting in this parking lot, right? Yeah, so I mean, I do think about that, right? And that's why I want to pay it off pretty quick. So I'm able to do that, right? And I'm obviously coming up with a plan to do it as much more quickly. And this is the advantage, right? As when you buy a house, you can't really make too many high payments, right? Like, you have a limit. This, I have no limit. If tomorrow I wanted to pay off this if I wanted to pay off this car completely, I'm able to do that, and I have no penalty, right? And that's what I love about getting a car, that if I paid it off, right, I wouldn't have to worry about any of the monthly payments, right? And I could just enjoy it, and it's not also very expensive, right? Compared to a house, which is like 400,000, right? That's a lot of money. So this one, yeah, I know this car is also a lot of money, but I really enjoy driving it. I enjoy looking at it. I enjoy sitting in it, and it just makes me feel, so much better. It's just like a trophy, right? I've worked really hard, and I've been able to invest money and purchase this, right? And yeah, just enjoy it overall. So I told you guys the monthly payment. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, so if you're thinking of buying a car like this, right, you can try to budget yourself out, make sure your finance is correct, make sure you speak to a lot of dealerships, make sure you find out about the financing, what are the different options, right? There's finance, there's lease, you can buy cash, if you want to buy new, if you want to buy used. So I talk about a lot of these different things in these videos. So if you guys are interested in purchasing, your dream car, or just, being in a better financial situation, make sure to subscribe, because I will give you guys a lot of tips. So this is just me sharing my lifestyle with you guys and explaining to you what I'm doing, and just give you guys, support that this, for me, was kind of impossible. Like, 4 years ago, I didn't think that I was able to afford this. So, but what I used to do is I used to go to dealerships, I used to sit in these cars, I used to like try my brain to like visualize, that I can actually do this. I would hold on to the steering wheels, I would, look at the logo, I would just try to make it as realistic as possible, even though at that time it was not possible for me to afford this. I worked really hard, stayed focused, and look, now it's here, right? So guys, like, you might be in a situation where you might feel like, hey, this is really far away, but if you focus on something that you want, you will eventually get it with the right strategy and with the right mindset. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me for more tips like this and more videos about cars, financing, and elevating your lifestyle. So that's it, guys, for this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.